Hey guys, welcome back to the Homestead. Today, I'm going to be telling you all about our experience with bees. So the story of bees for us begins shortly after we moved to our property. That was about 7 years ago.
I'll just say real quick, at that point we had already given up sugar for years, and I was using predominantly honey for everything, cooking mostly from scratch. So we went through a lot of honey, and we knew that we wanted to do our own bees.
So my dad and Caleb took a bee class and we got bees.
We were so new to homesteading, huh?
Yep.
But they learned really well from the class, and the bees actually gave us honey, huh?
Yep.
We were still living in our trailer at the time. Do you remember that, Josh?
Yep.
Crowded in this little teeny trailer trying to get honey from the frames.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun. So then what happened?
But eventually, after we got the honey and stuff, it was going really cool. A cold winter came through, and unfortunately, pretty much all the bees died or left.
Right.
Their hive boxes.
Yeah, so we lost all the bees and decided maybe we needed to learn some more first, huh?
Yep.
So what have you been doing over the last year?
Learning.
Learning a ton about bees, huh?
Yep.
What's your favorite resource?
I use horizontalhive.com, and I watch some of Doug and Stacy's bee videos.
Yeah, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy.
Yep.
Great resource. They've got a lot of information on bees, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, so with all your learning, we decided, hey, maybe it's time to try bees again.
Yep.
But we didn't want to do the same route that we did last time, which was just order a bunch of bees.
Yep.
What do you want to do instead?
We wanted to catch a wild swarm that are going to be more hardy for our area.
Right. We were able to order a swarm kit from horizontalhives.com. And what else?
And a horizontal hive.
Yeah, and all the gear to go with. So yesterday was an exciting day for you, huh?
Yep.
It was in some ways a very stressful day.
Yeah, it was.
But hey, tell us about what you guys did yesterday, start to finish.
So it's May here in the Missouri Ozarks, and that's the best time in our environment to catch a bee swarm. So we started by rubbing the side of the hive with propolis. Now that didn't go quite as planned due to the hive box was quite cold, so even though we warmed up the propolis, it didn't really want to go on, so we kind of ended up just kind of sticking clumps of it all around.
Yeah, we brought the box inside because it was cold outside yesterday in the morning,
Yeah.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And even when the box warmed up, it still just, that propolis didn't want to stick, did it?
Nope. And also, we filled up the little hive lure tubes. I don't know if we got this part on video, but they're little tubes that comes with the kit that you fill up halfway with lemongrass oil, and then you just stick it to the wax foundation.
Yeah, and you had already got the wax foundations onto the frames previously, huh?
Yep.
So those were all ready to go. And so then what was the next step?
So then, put all the frames back in, and we put the wire around it.
And the wire was in order to help hang it on the tree, right?
Yep.
And you already had picked out the tree, right?
Yep. And then we brought it up a ladder, and we brought the ratchet strap came with it, and we put it against the tree, hung it on the wire, but the wire, we weren't sure if it was quite strong enough to hold it, so we had to have someone there holding it. Yeah. And then we put the ratchet strap around and strapped it on. Oh, and also before we did that, we did put a ratchet to hold the lid on to make sure it wouldn't blow off or anything like that.
Right. So we get some pretty heavy winds here.
Yep.
So at one point you were like, oh man, am I gonna fall?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are such monkeys, so I thought it was gonna be pretty easy for you. But what happened? It was a little precarious, huh?
Yeah, because there wasn't really enough room up there for how many people needed to be up there.
Because the box is heavy, huh?
Yeah, the box is pretty heavy.
Yeah, so in the future, what would you recommend is to make it a little easier if someone's trying to hang a swarm box up high in a tree?
Well, first of all, we didn't have the ladder in a very good spot, so maybe cut down some trees or smaller trees around, or get things out of the way so you can put the ladder in a good spot so you can use it to stand on.
Yeah.
And also maybe even just build a small temporary platform if there's a tree, if there's good enough branches that you can do that on, just to be able to have more people up there.
Right, because the goal was to get it at least 12 to 15 feet up, huh?
Yep.
And it's a tree right on the edge of our spring area here where you're sitting.
Yep.
And then there's a lot of open sunshine from the south, but then also it'll have shade from the oak tree in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. I'm excited. Are you excited to have that done?
Yep.
And so now we just wait. Do you think it could take a while to catch a swarm?
It could. It could be really short. It could be a while. So.
Right. All right, so we're going to be watching for bees, right?
Yep.
Going in and out. And how do we know if there's actually a swarm in the box?
Well, basically when they're consistently going in and out.
So not just one, but like several going in and out of the box.
Yep, and also you can see them sometimes if they're carrying pollen on their legs. That's a sure tell sign that they're building stuff in there. That means they're building a hive.
Yeah. And so what are the benefits of catching a wild swarm versus purchasing bees?
So this is a pretty in-depth thing, but in general, the wild bees are just a lot more resistant to like veromites, small hive beetles, and things like that, and they don't get sick as easily, and they're more cold resistant, so just much better for our environment. But the other ones, they can die easily by sicknesses in our environment, and also just get cold and die.
Right. Is that puppy bugging you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Look at him. He loves you so much, Josh.
He does.
Oh, look at that. Cool. Well, it's going to be fun to see what happens. And do you plan on sharing with everyone as this process goes along on your channel?
Yep.
All right. So everybody stay tuned if you're interested in bees and love honey for more of the story to come.
So thanks for watching. We pray blessings over you and yours. And whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.